Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome if this is your first time, and if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and hit that bell notification so that you get to know when I put something up. Hope you like my dupe today. I'm just keeping my head warm. But I wanted, a few days ago, I was having a discussion with my brother about winging it to make it, and I was telling him that I had training at work some time ago, and we were given homework to go do it at home, and I didn't have time to do that homework. So when I went back to class, I was late, and everyone has had their chance to present their homework, and I just winged it. And during break, one of the ladies came to me and said, like, where did you come up with that? And I told her that, hey, actually I was just winging it. And so she was quite impressed because she said, is that how you wing it? And I was just telling my brother, and he was also sharing his story with me, with his ability to just wing things. And I said to him, like, imagine if we plan for things like that, how impactful would we be? But before I speak about what I want to speak to you about today, I met a friend of mine a few weeks ago who asked me, with my how my career has evolved and changed, and even the fact that I've chosen something. I'm studying now, so I've chosen a course that's way different than what I first with my first degree. And so, like, she asked me, when did the change happen? When did the transition happen? Of course, there's been different points in my life where I felt my life changing. And I was not ready for that question from her, so I don't think that I gave her the right question or the right answer. So when I went home, I had to sit down and really ask myself that if I had to answer her being prepared, what it is that I would say. But I recognize and I realize that my pursuit of success when I first started in my career was for money. I went into IT because there was going to be a lot of money in IT. And so even all my pursuit in all my roles was about the next level, because the next level was going to pay. So I did all that I could to go to the next level because that's what it paid, or because it was going to pay me more. But when I had my son, and being at home for 4 months, something inside of me was just so exhausted and even depressed when I thought that my 4 months was coming to an end and I had to go back to work. And I remember asking myself, like, if this was all there is to it, if there was anything that people could do to earn a living while being impactful and being fulfilled, because it was not fulfilling. I loved my job. I'm great at what I do, but when it comes to fulfillment, like, can I have it all? That was the big question in my head. And I think that's when I bumped into living for purpose and being impactful in the world and really doing what you love, so that you don't have to chase money, but money comes to you. But 2 days ago, I found this book. This book, I got it when I was doing my internship after I graduated. And it's about this guy, Richard Branson, who started these amazing companies, and who was a guy who would never say no to a challenge. He loved adventure, and he made a whole lot of money. And his motto was, if it doesn't bring him fun, then he doesn't want to do it. But having these thoughts about what my friend had asked me, and also reading this book and wanting to do this video, I realized that the woman who read this book 11 years ago is a different woman who's reading this book right now. My pursuit, or my understanding of what this guy was saying, I felt that he was saying that, because I was coming into the workplace, it was new to me, and I thought that he said, for you to be rich and for you to get money, you need to grab it by its bull and do whatever it takes. And I thought that money was going to come from me being employed. And reading it now, I think I understand much better, because I realized that this guy is talking about passion. He's speaking about finding something that resonates with you, that you love to do, that money doesn't really mean anything if you are not enjoying it, that money comes when you are having fun. You don't have to chase for money. And you know, if my motivation when I started in my career was not money, I realized later that I would have studied psychology, which is what I'm studying right now. I mean, my career in IT has done wonders for me. I've worked in amazing projects with amazing people. I've grown so much. I understand a whole lot about things, on how things work. But if I had to follow my heart and do something that I loved, you know, it would have been to study psychology, which is what I'm studying right now. But you know, speaking about this and coming to that realization, I know and I understand that everyone who their life is, you know, is taking a shape, a different shape, where they are asking themselves these questions of, could there be something more? Is there more to life than just waking up in the morning and doing something? Am I really here, you know, for a purpose? Am I here to be, you know, impactful and to give, you know, of myself and leave a piece of myself in this world? These are the questions that we all asked. But today I wanted to speak about, you know, having the ability to wing it, to win it. That if we want to reach a level of success where we are thriving, because winging it to make it, you can survive on that thing, but to thrive and to soar, it means that we must cultivate a different element of planning for success. Because for example, on the training, had I planned, you know, and sat down and committed myself into learning what the homework was about, it means that I was going to be more, I was going to contribute more into that meeting. But because I didn't have that, I didn't put time into planning that, it means the only thing that I had was just my ability to win things. And so if we want to get success, we can't wing it. Because I also saw that that's what I've been doing also even in my career. Like, I didn't move from a role to another role because I had learned everything there is to learn about that role. I moved because my motivation was money. And so the next thing that I wanted to say is that I put so much investment in terms of money and time into my growth in my career to become the best at what I do. So if now I'm building a business, imagine if I use that same commitment and investment of time and investment of money into me, believing in myself so much that I invest in it. I invest in myself. Like, I mean, last video or two videos back, I spoke about the feeling of unworthiness. One thing that makes someone feel unworthy, or the result of someone feeling unworthy is their mind telling them like they were going to be found out, that they were going to be discovered, that they were fraud. If you don't plan, and if you are not confident in what you do and what what you are offering, you tend to be like that, so you are half stepping because you are not sure. The same way that I did in that meeting. I mean, I winged it, but I didn't know if people could see through me. And you can only do or live a life like that so long before you start this feeling of anxiety. So taking time to plan and invest time and money into your craft and who you are, and planning, not only does it benefit or grow you to become, thrive in your business and become a champion at what you do, but it also puts your mind and your heart at ease. And the last thing that I wanted to say was that when we build our businesses, the first video that I did was not like the third video that I did. And so it's a continuous growth, and we must allow ourselves that grace to evolve and to grow, and not allow, what we see, what someone is doing on their 1,000 video, you compare it with my 59th video, if this is my 59th video. So I can't compare that, because that's not how growth works. You know, you don't compare someone's 11th hour to the second hour. Otherwise, you know, it's very easy that you can stop what you do. And to know and to give yourself that grace that you are growing, you are evolving. I'm growing, I'm evolving. I mean, my business and my and my success is not where I want it to be, but I know that it will get there. And so giving yourself that grace to grow, giving yourself that grace to be on the journey, because purpose is not a destination. It is not a destination, but it is what you do, because it evolves and grows with you, and grows with the impact and all that we do. So if we give ourselves that grace to grow and to be in the moment and allow ourselves to grow, then it means that we know that at some time you're going to do something that when you look back, you're like, this is where I come from, which will also be an opportunity to celebrate, because you have grown and you have evolved. So my video, or this video today, is about looking at the contribution and the motivation that you have put in your work doing for someone else, and how you can bring that into who you are. Because looking at successful families and looking at successful businesses, they are people, characters, habits, and habits that are behind those people. And so to look at a finished product of someone is disservice to you, when you don't recognize that there's great work that people are doing at the back. And people who are doing businesses, those people understand. The people that we are likely to receive backlash from are actually people who are not doing anything. But people who are starting off, they know what start off looks like. It looks messy. Starting on your journey and building your business does not look like what you think it's going to look like. It's like when a child is starting to walk. It walks 2 steps and it falls. It walks 3 steps and it steps 3 steps and it falls. And that's what, when we are building something that we have never done before, sometimes it looks like. But when we can have courage, because champions have courage, champions have the ability to press on and to continue to do what they do. Whether it takes them a year or it takes them 2 years, but investing in ourselves to become people of value, then we don't have to pursue success. We don't have to pursue money, because money will just come. We are working on ourselves to become magnet for great things. And so that's why I wanted to speak about today. And I hope that it made sense. I hope I was able to say this the way that I wanted to see it. But wing it to make it cannot get us to where we want to go. If we want to build businesses that are going to thrive and be great, then it means that we have to change somehow the way that we look at success and the way that we look at ourselves, and work on ourselves more than we work on anything else that is external. Because like athletes, you invest so much time in training for just 2 hours of performance. That's what we do. So you invest so much that what you do in secret, then you will be rewarded in public. And that's what the book of Matthew says, that God, when you pray to God who sees what's done in secret, and then he will reward you openly. There's a lot of work that we do behind the scenes before we are actually out into people's eyes. And that work deserves much more detail, attention, commitment, and investment than anything else that we could ever do. And so thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I hope that it blessed you, and I hope that it got you thinking, and also got you to start really defining what success really is for you, but also what are you willing to do so that you can really become wealthy, or even reach that level of success and the level of impact and influence into your generation. And so I'll see you on my next video, and take care.